So race 4, scratch 3. Rest of them are on their way, 2,700 meters ahead of them. Muhaya, one of the first to break. Let's see how they play. This is a long way to go. Mizami is right there. Hajawarsan sits just off them. Then comes Kadar, the white sleeves and red cap at the outside of the pace. Azra Minaltelkas in the darker green. Then comes On Q, who races about 4 to 5 lengths off the leader. Gemstone Dixie at their outside also pushes forward to try and get handy. And that's the first half of the field. Mahalil's in the black jacket and red cap at the outside. Gems in the white cap. They followed further back by Gratis. Then towards the back of the field is Gemini Girl. That race is a good 10 lengths off the leaders, and Idris Desarnet is one of the back markers as they head through the final 2,000 meters. Leader is Muhaya. Muhaya's got the lead by just over 1 length over Mizami, the stable companion at the head of the others in second. Gemstone Dixie raced up into third. Azra Minaltolka, Kadar and Hajar Warsan are all racing together. Then came Mahalil, that's in the black jacket and red cap, followed further back by On Q, must be racing a good 7 lengths adrift. A couple of lengths away to Gem. Haman Al Jazra, black and white silks, been kept company by the likes of Gemini Girl and Gratis. They quite some way back, and Idris Desarnet races towards the end of the field. 1 lap left to go of Sharjah Longines racecourse. Bit of competition for the lead for the first time. Muhaya's led thus far, but now taken on by Gemstone Dixie. Didn't quite fancy this pace, and On Q is also getting urgent at the outside to go and race a lot closer. Then came Mizami and Kadar. They racing together as they exited the straight. Couple of lengths away to Mahalil. Azra Minaltolka was further back with Hajar Warsan. Idris Desarnet no longer near the back of the field, now working into midfield with Haman Al Jazra at their outside. Then we go a length and a half away to Gem, and then 2 lengths back to the likes of Gemini Girl and Gratis. And now they on to the back straight and they head through the final 900 meters. New leader Gemstone Dixie at the outside of up there, who's been there throughout, Muhaya, and Muhaya hasn't spent too much, nowhere near as much as Gemstone Dixie. On Q at the outside, wanting to make it a line of 3. Then comes Mizami and the white cap racing just behind the leaders. Idris Desarnet, Haman Al Jazra got a wriggle on, but is stuck in no man's land. Kadar has always been neatly placed. That could be a danger. Kadar could be very well teed up from there. Mahalil showed intent to get closer, but Vigil was short-lived. Then came Gem, Haman Al Jazra as the race now begins. After them we find the likes of Gratis. Gemini Girl has never really been in it, and Azra Minaltolka has faded out of it. Now they take the angle for home, and the race has changed complexion. On Q picked it up, but Kadar's always been well poised. Then comes Muhaya, who's dropped into third. A breakaway to Mizami, but with 200 meters left to run. On Q now being taken on by Kadar, and they the two that matter. Kadar nosing to the lead. On Q digs really deep. Kadar though picking that up, and Kadar picks up victory. Second goes to On Q. Then a breakaway Idris Desarnet. After them Muhaya, Haman Al Jazra. Mizami was next to finish. Then came Gratis. They were followed further back by Gem. Then a couple of lengths away to Mahalil, Gemstone Dixie, Azra Minaltolka, Gemini Girl and Hajar Warsan.